Good afternoon, students, faculty, and friends of the Lilavati Lalbhai Library. You are very welcome this afternoon to come and join us for the launch of our first online virtual exhibition at the library. It's been an ambition at CEPT Library to engage art and the library, to embed art in the experience of the library. And we are very happy that our colleague and friend, Amit Ambalal, who is known to you all from his work in Ahmedabad, has agreed to be the first exhibitor in this series of art in the library at the Lilavati Lalbhai Library on CEPT campus, which is, as you know, at the crossroads of the campus and its beating heart. We welcome you back to the campus. We welcome you back to the library. We've missed you over the last couple of months, though we know that you've been busy, and congratulations to all of you who managed to present and deliver and submit all your various commitments, studio work, thesis work, whatever it is that you've been involved with. It's my pleasure to introduce you to Amit Bhai, but first let me thank all the wonderful people that have made this possible. To all our staff members at the library, and in particular to our technical team, both Nidhi Badrakya and Harsh Bavsar, and of course our own Payal Dan, who have made this wonderfully engaging exhibition possible. Thanks to them. And as I say, this is the first of many, so we will be in constant communication virtually and online, and we look forward very much to your feedback. The feedback form will be available to you in the course of engaging with this website. So you're very welcome, and it now remains for me to introduce Amit Bhai, who's going to bring us on a tour of the exhibition and will comment on his work. So let's, without further ado, announce the exhibition open and bring Amit Bhai to bring us around the exhibition. Thank you.
Well, it's a new experience for me. This virtual exhibition is something very interesting to me, as these days, during this coronavirus and lockdowns, this is the only way where I can show my recent works. Basically, during these days of this coronavirus, I avoid looking at the newspapers, television, because the news are very, very depressing. I have chosen the way of spending my time in the studio, do doodles, have some nice time with my painting, and that's why I start. But let me tell you that I perceive a thing in abstraction. Geometry is my main concern, and I always try to see that my canvas is a kind of a magnetic field, lively and vibrant. But to start the work, I take something from the life around me, something that I have seen in the newspaper, miniatures, or in reality. That becomes my starting point. And as the painting moves further, even sometimes the subject collaborates with me and we start a story. So many things come out from the memory, from the experiences, and the painting proceeds. But it's the moment when something which is unexpected, something which is unplanned comes out. That is my moment of kind of a joy, or I would say moment of magic. It's only then I consider this painting as complete. Let us have a walk in the gallery. If necessary, I'll talk about some paintings, how I perceived them. See this, I came across one old photograph of a circus, and I realized that now the tigers are uh, not allowed in the circus, and I felt good for the poor tiger. Here I have, in this series of painting, I have shown that whether it's an adventure for the tiger or for the ringmaster, we can move a little. Let us move. Let us move. Let's move. Let us move. Let's move. Somehow, I have a special liking for a turtle. Sometimes it is, I feel it is kind of a sort of a kind of a very primordial uh, animal, and what is concealed in its big shell is always a mystery for me. And I like the geometry of the entire structure of the turtle. Next. Yes. See, this is also an interesting thing. I came across a painting in a company period painting book. This crane, the whole geometry of this crane was very interesting. The neck totally turned in the U shape. But then when I started it, somehow the stories developed. Fishes came, and the crane started devouring fish one after the other. And I was reminded of the story by Leo Tolstoy. How much land does a man need? Actually, after a big greed for that land, the man dies running all the day, and he needed only 6 feet. Here also, the crane keeps on devouring the fishes till he collapses. That was the fun of the story. These are some of the paper cutout collages. These I did from my rejected paintings. And somehow I so much liked Matisse's those paper collages that I enjoyed working on this medium for the first time. Yes. People, and you don't know. See this collage. I went recently. We had been to Mathura, and those mischievous monkeys would jump and play on the turtles which were in the Yamuna. It was a very interesting composition for me. Yes. Cranes and egrets at Kankaria on the trees that I see in the evening there. Yes, next. This is a rather funny painting, I would say. There was a garden party at a friend's place in the evening, and suddenly people realized that there were monkeys on the tree, and they started expecting something that is unexpected. Yes. this is an interesting series of tigers for me. There was going to be an exhibition where I was asked to do a painting on Ahmedabad heritage. I was wondering what to do in our heritage, because people would do those mosques and Teen Darwaja and shaking minarets and so on. But suddenly I struck upon the tigers on the domes of the temples. I was wondering that this ferocious looking tiger, how is it on this Swaminarayan temple? How is this on the Hati Singh temple? These are all that they preach ahimsa, non-violence. And it struck to me somehow that only the brave and kind of they can only perform non-violence. The timid and the insecure cannot be non-violent. I thought that these tigers convey the same message. And I have done the lotuses around this tiger to convey the message of non-violence. I like the geometry of this beautiful tiger which are on the temples. It's so nicely devised by our old early artists. Yes. Most of the time, these days I had said that I spend my time in the studio, which is so much surrounded by the monkeys. They break my tiles of the roof of the studio. They break the branches of the trees around me. And our dog, Snow, chases them off. Of course, they rather play game with him. They are never caught. So that has really amused me, and it has become a subject for my painting. So this is all that I have done in this recent times, and the process continues. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Amit Bhai. Now, as you're probably aware, in 2 days' time, it's World Environment Day, the 5th of June. Since you've been surrounded by nature for the past 2 months, have you any particular comment to make in relation to celebrating that day and what it means to all of us?
Well, all my paintings talk of environment, I would say. Something that is against the environment, I laugh at those things. I criticize those things in my own way. So I would say that all my paintings are kind of a celebration of the environment, of the beautiful nature, birds, animals. The world is not only us humans. All the birds, animals, trees, rivers have equal right to be on this earth. We only talk about us. That's the problem.
Amit Bhai, thank you very much for your thoughtful and joyful introduction and commentary on your exhibition. It's wonderful to know the thinking behind the work that we see at this exhibition. Thank you very, very much indeed. And for you visitors, as you're going to enjoy this, please also go back to the link and click on the feedback form. We'd love to get your comments and understand how you've enjoyed this experience as well. Please also share this link with your friends. Do please come back again and enjoy it and share it with everyone you know. Looking forward to seeing you at the next exhibition. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.